Hey YouTube modeling community, this is the Moderate Modeler coming from the Ruby Custom Auto and Cycle Shop. It's Sunday morning. I figured I'd do a little update on the Extreme build and a couple other things. Uh, haven't had much time out here. It's getting, you know, it's a little rougher. Still battling a little medical issues and just not up to it, but I'm going to try to get these two done and then go from there. So with further ado, I'll give you a gander of what I got. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this is the frame on the Extreme build. I got some color on it. I've still doing the rear suspension. I've got some color on the motor. Valve covers on, intake. Then I was trying to fit some headers. What I was going to do, I had these headers right here in the Potts box, which are pretty decent, beefy looking. I wanted to use those, but it just wouldn't go in there, so what I ended up doing is I had to make up my own headers. And so basically they'll be coming out the side. And that's with a front mount on it. And so this is going to sit pretty low. Trying to get the cage all situated in the car. Now I built this cage probably, I'd say about 2 years ago. It was for a 85 Camaro. I was doing a Pro Street on it. So basically what I'm ending up doing is right there. Whoa. Sorry about this. My phone is having its own mind of its own. I'm sorry about that. As you can see, right in here, the roof on the Camaro was a little longer and it was shorter, so I'll cut back on the cage, bring that, and then I'll make up a new down bar here to tie in. But basically the rest of the stuff in there, it's going to work out pretty good. So that's that there. Nothing really going on with the half track. I want to get back on that. I think I will after a little bit. Get a little farther along with that. The Chevette that I'm doing with Mini Dreams. I'm working on the rear suspension. Whoops, I dropped the rear end. I already shortened up the rear end on this. This is what I'll be using for this one. And I'm making up some coilovers for the rear shocks of my own. There we go. Basically, I use an aluminum rod, 40 thousandths styrene sheet. I'll use a paper punch to cut out the circle, then drill out and fit it to the aluminum tube, and then you sand it down for whatever size you want, and then I'll put one on the top, and then I'll use tube styrene and put in the end of this tube to connect it, and do the same on the top. But that's basically how I'll do that. Maybe sometime I'll be able to do a vid on how to do that, how I do that. But I was making those up for the Extreme and for the Chevette, or I might even do a bag system on the Chevette. That'd be pretty cool. Calendar build. I got all the doors taped on. I started to fit right up around the top, splice in the top door frame and then fill in the other pieces, but did a little sanding on it. It's coming along. So basically that's what's going on. So I figured I'd give a little short update. And this is the Moderate Modeler from the Ruby Custom Auto and Cycle Shop. You guys have a good week. Talk to you later.